My name is Jay Reef, and today I'm going to show you how to build a budget gaming workstation PC. A little background. I used to build my own PCs way back in the day when overclocking was starting to get really popular. I remember overclocking my first AMD 900 megahertz chip to 1.2, and I was so excited. Got really into gaming, of course, played Team Fortress, Counter-Strike, some of all the old classic games, and then I decided to switch over to Mac. So I've probably been using Macintosh or Apple computers for probably a good 12 to 15 years, I think. And just recently, I decided to jump back into the PC world. So today I'm gonna go over all the parts that I'm gonna use to build this budget gaming workstation PC. I had to keep it at a budget under $850, that's including tax. That was kind of the agreement I had with my wife, so I had to keep it at that price point. As you know, during the quarantine, it's been really hard because prices have really fluctuated due to supply and demand. I don't know if you've noticed on Amazon, prices were a little high and pretty expensive. And from a lot of other YouTube videos, a lot of people didn't recommend building a PC right now. I'm gonna give you a breakdown on the parts that I'm gonna use to build this budget gaming workstation PC. First off, let's start with the CPU. I decided to go with the Ryzen 5 1600AF. For the motherboard, I decided to go with the Asus Prime B450M-A. For the hard drive, I decided to try out the Crucial MX500. For the video card, I decided to go a little bit cheaper since I wasn't on a budget. I went with the Asus TUF Gaming GeForce GTX 1650 Overclock Edition. For memory, I decided to go with 16 gigabytes of 3200 DDR4 RAM. And for the case, I decided to go with Dark Flash DLM21. With the Dark Flash case, it doesn't come with any fans, but I kind of like that because I could actually pick out my own fans. So I decided to go RGB, so I went with the PC Cooler 3-pack. For the power supply, I decided to go with the Thermaltake Smart 500 watt power supply. For the keyboard and mouse, I decided to go with the SteelSeries Apex 3 and the Sensei 310 mouse. So I decided to also get these colorful mod extension combo cables. So let's start building. I'm a little nervous because it's been a long time since I built a computer, so let's hope it works. The motherboard I went, the Asus Prime B450M-A, it's not really known to be a good overclocking motherboard. It's a pretty basic motherboard. But the good thing is I was able to overclock the AMD Ryzen 5 1600AF from 3.2 to 3.6 with the stock cooler. As you can see, I used the colorful mod extension cables to kind of clean it up, and I really like how it turned out. I went with a black and white theme just because the case was also black and white. Man, I love the way the RGB looks. The RAM's super cool. The T-Force Deltas, I was able to overclock them, and they run perfectly.
Flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing a grenade. Counter-terrorists win.
One thing I did not mention, because it was not part of my budget because I bought it prior, is the Mousepad. It is by Luxcom, and I bought it on Amazon for $25. There were so many other great mouse pads, but I definitely wanted to go a little more on a budget on the mouse pad. I'm so excited that my computer build all came together. It did take me a while to build, and that's why I didn't want to show you how to build a PC. There's so many other great tutorials out there on YouTube. Thanks again for taking the time to check out my computer build.